free time is a luxury not all of us can afford. And it's not because we're getting busier and busier, but it's becoming more and more distracted in our online workspace.
And sites like YouTube and social media can result in unproductivity, forcing a student to spend their free time doing work.
As a result, many students are overburdened and pressured to succeed, but they lack the tools to do so.
Enter Hourglass. We're here to keep distractions away from students while they work online. My name is Dom. I do coding and branding.
I'm Arjun. I do marketing and research.
I'm Devishi. I do outreach and operations.
And I'm Joshua. I do strategy and finance.
And as a team, our vision is to enable everyone to make the most out of their time. Our target market is college students, and specifically those who take online courses, because they are the most susceptible to online distractions. In addition, they're much more willing to pay for a product like this, because they feel a sense of independence, because they're getting this focus tool for themselves.
Most website blockers completely block out distractions. However, sites like YouTube are harder to classify as productive or distracting because they both have educational and entertaining content. For example, if I want to go on YouTube to learn more about web development, it would only take me a few clicks on my recommendations before I go down a rabbit hole and eventually arrive at something. Well, Hourglass aims to solve this problem through a few simple steps. First, just enter what you want to study. Then, set a timer and study on. For this example, I'm looking up the Wikipedia page for CPU because I'm studying for computer science, but generally, if you're on task, the icon on the top right should blink green. There. However, if you're being distracted and wanders off to read about, say, Baroque art, and you're supposed to study for computer science, well, Hourglass will also recognize that and notifies you that you should get back to work soon.
Hourglass is sold as a premium subscription software, sold at $2.99 a month, and you will have unlimited usage. And finally, we're offering Hourglass Enterprise, our version of the app custom tailored for organizations and companies. Since we are a software company, we don't have a lot of cost of goods sold. However, we do have servers to maintain, which is why there is a difference between our revenue and gross profit, and why there will likely be gross profit in the negatives for the first few years of operations.
Surveying the market, we realized that there are two main things a consumer wanted with a productivity extension. And these two things were something to track and block distractions, as well as a timer and gamification system. From this chart here, you can see that some apps in our competition only focus on one of these aspects. So when we focus on both, we'll be able to stand out above our competitors.
That isn't to say, of course, that we don't have business risks. One of the biggest ones out there is technical feasibility. We're working with machine learning, and that's a new and relatively unexplored field. In addition, we're going to have to get over market inertia. We have to educate consumers about what it is that makes our product so unique.
In terms of traction, there are three main areas that we have focused on. First, we have user testing. We tested our product with 100 users and received both positive feedback as well as constructive criticism, and we will be using both of these to move our product forward. Also, there's partnerships. We're connecting with many different partners in order to gain exposure as well as find our niche in the industry. We've connected with two main partners. We've got Cold Turkey, which is a website blogging software with 33,000 users, and we've connected directly with the founder in order to create a partnership once our product launches. We're also connected with Todoist, which is an organizational and note-taking software with 5 million users. And finally, we also have a fully functioning product, which is also very important in terms of traction. For future outlook, in our first few years, we're primarily going to focus on technical feasibility as we launch our product, but our main goal is to simply keep track of our competitors and make sure that we can stand out. Finally, we'd like to thank all of you for listening to our presentation. All links to contact us are on the screen above, but feel free to find us after the presentation as well. Remember, this is our product, but your productivity.